Today on Connect with Jade Harrell.
Because there are like 6 St. Louis public schools that have to change locations because of the tornado. So that's going to disrupt them even more. So from the standpoint of being able to be that stabilizer, once we get back in our building, those kids that live in the neighborhood, because 90% of our after school program kids walk to our facility.
Our guest today is Saunders Jr., Executive Director of Wesley House, a beacon of resilience and rebuilding in the St. Louis community. Wesley House was on the front lines following the recent tornado that devastated families and neighborhoods. Literally, their roof was torn off. Today, they are leading the recovery, especially with their back-to-school drive to help families rebuild as well as restore. John, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Boy, we was wobble, but they don't fall down when it comes to you.
Not gonna fall.
You are certainly a fighter and a fighter for community. I can't imagine how terrible they had to seem trying to help, and a tornado rips through Wesley House. Let's introduce Wesley House to people who may or may not know.
First and foremost, let me say this. I'm truly blessed to do the work that I do. Been a blessed man all my life. And to be able to come back to the community where I grew up. I went to Wesley House when I was a kid. So this is full circle for me. But Wesley House has been in existence since 1903. And we talk about a beacon of hope. It originally started out as one of 8 settlement houses in the St. Louis community for European immigrants. As St. Louis moved away from the riverfront, went out towards North City, further, the building that we are housed in right now was built in 1952. So it's an original facility. However, the tornado did impact it tremendously, but if you've been around for 122 years, and I'm not going to say a little tornado, is not going to stop us from doing what we need to do in the community. And as your previous guest talked about partnering and getting things done, we partnered with Diamond Divas on some of the tornado relief that we were able to do. So that's one of the things about Wesley House. We have our core services, our youth programs, our family services, and our senior services. However, we are a connector. We connect people with resources, with opportunities. If we can't do it, we're going to find somebody that can help you get it done. I'm just really the spokesperson for the organization. Yes, I am the leader of the organization, but I'm just the tipping point. We have a whole cadre of board members, volunteers, staff, and above all, our clients that we work with on a daily basis. So
talk to us about your clients. So I'm imagining after 100 some odd years, this is not your mama's Wesley House.
Right.
What is the Wesley House today and the clients that you serve?
Well, I mean, we'll look at our youth program, for example.
Okay.
Most of our youth come from low income, underemployed, unemployed families, where maybe the head of the household may be female and is making it work on, say, less than $25,000 a year. So what we bring to the table is not only the support services from an educational standpoint, from a psychological standpoint, but we are that bridge to help them get over. Our tagline is we engage, we encourage, and we empower for generations.
How do you do it? How do you go about it? What's some ways?
Actually, and to be honest with you, there have been times where I've actually engaged young people walking past the building and letting them know they need to be in there to get to where they need to be. I have an abundance of stories. I did tell you I wouldn't make you cry, but the thing that I would say is that we look at the family, we look at the kid, we look at the whole community to understand what is impacting them. So we listen, we pay attention. I'll give you an example. We were doing an anti-bullying exercise maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. There was a young lady that was a 4th grader that was bullying a 2nd grader. The reason why is because the 2nd grader could read better than she could. So what we did was we got a tutor that worked specifically with that young person on her reading. I'm not going to say what institution she's going into, but she will be enrolled in a private Catholic school this September.
Okay.
So going from not being able to read in the 4th or 5th grade to being accepted to a private school. We have a young lady that was accepted into SIU Edwardsville as a beginning architect that started with our STEM program when she was in the 7th grade. So fast forward 4 or 5 years later, this young lady has become empowered to pursue a degree in architecture as a result of being in our STEM program.
So when you say empowered, you're talking about I got the power.
We're making it happen.
These are so very specific.
Yes.
That can truly move a needle. So I'm hearing STEM program, I'm hearing reading, anti-bullying, tech, food pantry.
Yes.
How are you're such a small organization. How is it that y'all are able to do it? Is it just the tried and true formula? What is it that's making it work?
It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both because when I went to Wesley House back in the late 60s, early 70s, we did youth programs. We did not have food pantry, but we had family services. Didn't have the senior program at the time, but the neighborhood was changing and was evolving. Our residents were becoming older. So from the standpoint of being able to do all those things that we do is through strategic partnerships. There's no way that we could do it on a staff. I have a staff of 4 people, full-time, including myself. We have 3 part-time facility folks. And then we deliver close to 2,000 meals on wheels every week. So we have contract drivers that deliver those meals. So outside of that, growing relationships was like a Diamond Diva with other organizations that are going to be able to allow us to move our programs down the road even further because we start with kids as young as 6 years old. Youth programs goes to 14. We're instituting a workforce development initiative for the 15 to 24-year-olds. Families can come to the food pantry once a month. We're currently working with United Way on the 100 Neediest Cases program for Christmas gifts and financial assistance. And to put a bow on it, we have an intergenerational program where our seniors and our kids work together on our community garden, which we distribute that fresh produce through our food pantry.
And that makes them healthier and then bigger. What I'm hearing is not just strategic partnerships, but strategic placement.
That's true.
It sounds like definitely over the years, it's not waste. You know what things to address because you do know the community. You know what things to respond to because you're nimble enough to say, hey, let me direct the efforts here or connect with somebody who can. It sounds so very efficient.
Well, it's not just about being nimble, but it's about being cooperative. It's about being able to understand that, okay, we can't do it all, but there are other organizations that do other things. And it's about strategic, it's about planning, it's about being purposeful. You know, we actually work with a program or a t-shirt design business that is named On Purpose. Okay, so everything that we try to do is all about engagement, encouragement, and even from the contractors we're working with on our building right now. We're working with predominantly African American businesses to rebuild our facility
in the neighborhood. in North St. Louis, seeing this company, like it's just so reiterative in empowerment.
Yeah.
I love to hear that, and I'm glad you gave us an update and that y'all are okay.
Well, yeah,
Even through
we're
the
okay.
storm.
We're okay. The thing that I wanted to really mention to you too about the back to school event
That's where I was going.
is it's not just about giving book bags and school supplies and things of that nature, but we also will have community vendors that provide different types of services for families.
Well, give us the invitation for the
The
school.
back to school event is August the 2nd.
Okay.
It will take place on the Wesley House parking lot at 4507 Lee in the heart of the neighborhood. We will have, like I said, those community related vendors. We will also be looking at how we can help these kids deal with, because there are like 6 St. Louis public schools that have to change locations because of the tornado. So that's going to disrupt them even more. So from the standpoint of being able to be that stabilizer, once we get back in our building, those kids that live in the neighborhood, because 90% of our after school program kids walk to our facility. Okay. And I'm not opposed to being citywide. Okay?
No, but it's
But our footprint,
is huge.
you know, to stand on our parking lot and see kids walking from down the street, up the street, around the corner, they live in the neighborhood and we are taking care of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And the fact of the matter is that when those kids matriculate through our program, if they do what they need to do, we will get them employed with a summer job at Wesley House.
See?
We have 6 young people that have come through Wesley House that are summer camp counselors right now.
That's crazy.
Okay? So it's a
the
process,
cycle
it's a
is
system.
repeating itself.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I can't imagine you as a little squirt going through there. But I bet you was a cool dude just as you are now. It's really great to see the continuum that's happening there.
Well, the coolness came with age. I'll say that. Okay.
Well,
All
you
right.
said the community was changing. There's a few grays in the,
It's quite a few.
in the building. Let us, one, celebrate that accomplishment and find out how can we help support. What can we do to make this back to school event a tremendous success?
Well, I would say go to our website, which is wesleyhousestlouis.org. Get the information off of the website. Go to our upcoming events page. You can reach us at 314-385-1000, and I will give you my extension number, which is 106. Because of the fact that we are working remotely, we are checking voicemail for incoming calls. So if anyone wants to get information about back to school, when we'll be back in the building, getting senior services, leave a voicemail on that extension.
Okay.
I'm monitoring that extension every day. So please reach out to us. Let us know what your needs, your interests are. If you want to donate to our tornado relief efforts, go to that website, hit the donate button, follow the instructions, and your donation will be put to very good use.
Well, I can tell you those were quite some directions, and I usually only get to the second left before I end up forgetting everything. So we make it easy, but we will not ever forget, gentlemen, not only our connection, but the great work that is happening at Wesley House. And the fact that you are along just tickles me even more. There are so many ways to connect. You can connect as a guest, a contributor, a sponsor, or supporter, and you can find out more information about our guests, the flyers and links for their events so you don't miss a beat. And of course, download the app so that you're always connected. Visit us at connectwithjadeharrell.com to watch previous episodes and get with the Connectiverse. It's been a great time with you, and we will see you next time. Take care.